Okay, Sean wins. Sean wins.
He's actually got a Chuck Norris shirt.
Sean wins.
I have a Chuck Norris calendar.
Sean should go up the top, and I'll go down the bottom. Then I feel.
I don't know where my.
All right, we're putting the Canadians on the top there.
And there we are.
Every goddamn time.
Every time the Americans are on the bottom. What is it?
Where are you?
Chuck Norris is ours. Okay, that's all I can tell you.
He's
He's an
everybody.
American treasure. Damn it.
That's right.
When you stare at the flag, Chuck Norris's face appears. So there you go.
I wish.
Yeah,
he
it's like
had
those.
that.
It's like those 3D things. If you
Yeah,
cross your
really
eyes,
good.
it'll make Chuck Norris.
I just want the one where you turn it a certain way. It's like the flag. Then it's Chuck Norris. Then it's flag.
I saw one of those like people can't answer question videos, and they're asking about American stuff. They're in America. They don't know how many stripes, how many. I know all of this. I'm like, I know the founding date. I know the celebration. Like, how are they? They didn't know anything. It was really terrible. I knew all the answers. Like, how?
We're already here. We don't need to learn this shit. You know,
that's
you
true.
can't
That's
pick us
true.
out for not knowing.
So before we start with a couple of bits of news then, so Sophie Turner has been cast as Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider series. Like, I would have liked another Alicia Vikander movie. I liked her. I thought she was all right.
I liked that movie also.
Yeah, I would have just liked to have seen another one, but it didn't do huge box office. Unfortunately, the franchise killer Phoebe Waller-Bridge is behind it. She's the showrunner, and I was like, oh, the person who ruined Indiana Jones. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm a big time Sophie Turner fan. I had my Sophie Turner goggles on during X-Men Dark Phoenix, and I thought, wow, this movie's awesome. And everyone's told me it was crap, but they didn't see the Sophie Vision version.
Yeah.
So
there was only limited number of those glasses, Jay. Man.
Yeah, I think I took them all. Yeah, it was all on me. I saw it twice in the theater.
Oh wow.
Yep.
What else? Oh yeah, so they announced a sequel to Superman. Who cares? Called Man of Tomorrow. It's like the year after next. It's really quick.
Really? So next year is Supergirl Woman Tomorrow.
Yeah, and then
tomorrow.
Behind every great man is a woman, I guess, or in front of every great man is a woman, because
and Nobody 2 is out on digital now, and then it's out in 4K in October. I've already pre-ordered the 4K.
I pre-ordered it. Yeah, I pre-ordered that one.
It's pretty much my favorite one of the old years. So we'll maybe do a stream on that in a couple of weeks and chat about it. So
totally.
Superman Man of Tomorrow is going to be bad like the first one. Amen. Someone.
How's it going? Someone.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mortal Kombat 2 is pushed to next year. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. Well, if they're pushing it to make it better, then fine. If they're pushing it because they think it's going to suck, then that's not good.
I know.
The writer says it's done. He says it's done. He says it's because it's a response to the trailer. So they're like, oh, this is a summer movie now. It's like bullshit.
Okay, because they were putting it in a prime time for next year. So that was like the only good news.
Well, then they were worried about like the Bruce Springsteen movie and then a couple others. But now they're pushing it into where there's like all these big time summer movies. I'm like, it's going to get swallowed up and like, whatever. They're gonna be like, oh, it didn't make any money. Well, I mean, it could suck. Who knows? But I mean, the first one wasn't that great. But who knows?
We'll see. October. Yeah, I know. We're all looking forward to it in October because like that was the next thing I was going to see. There's like Predator Badlands.
Yeah,
I'll see Tron Ares. I like the visuals though. Man, people really don't like Jared Leto. Do they? Like,
right?
No.
I know. I was like,
he's like the kiss of death now. So yeah.
I know, but I'm like, wasn't great, and he wasn't great as a Joker, but he was in Blade Runner 2049, which is one of my favorite movies, and
it was good in that. I liked him in that.
Yeah. I like Jared. I like him.
I don't of hating people is so tedious.
You don't have to like him personally. You don't even know him.
Yeah, right. I know a lot of personal stuff about him came out that people were questioning, but I really think it was the Joker thing that really just kind of like people were like, fuck this guy. I don't want to watch anything.
Oh, his method acting?
Yeah,
when he was
remember when they made that movie and Joker performed all of his scenes in a vacuum and no one else saw it and the director didn't see? No, he's there with other people. The director could say, yo, Jared, I don't like this shit take. Redo it. They want that.
Yeah,
like he's not acting in a vacuum and then he projects his thing. It's like the directors, Joel Schumacher said this, if everything goes right in a movie, you thank everybody involved in the production.
100%.
If the movie sucks, you blame the director.
But they also ended up redoing the entire movie. So that says a lot about the entire thing. It wasn't just Jared Leto. I mean, I can say that, but
yeah, and he definitely sucked as Joker, but that whole movie sucks in my opinion. But anyways,
that's fair.
Anyway, so I think that's it pretty much for you. So anyway, so Chuck time. So Firewalker, Chuck Norris as Max, and Lou Gossett Jr. as Leo. So it's what sort of Canon's version of Indiana Jones kind of King Solomon's Mine kind of movie, where you got the two of them playing. I'm reading the synopsis here: two hapless soldiers of misfortune, Chuck Norris, Lou Gossett Jr., who meet a beautiful girl, Melody Anderson from Flash Gordon, with a map of lost gold mine, and decide to have one last shot at striking it rich. The trails of treasure is no yellow brick road, because there were munchkins everywhere attacking them throughout this movie. It was great.
The director's cut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
missing scenes.
I mean, this is hardly a classic cinema, but is it a hell of a good time? Yeah, it's canon, and I know, like me and Jay and you guys all say this all the time. Whenever people watch these movies to be ironic or whatever and to laugh at them, I'm like, no, I'll just watch it because I enjoy it. I don't feel guilty about watching anything. There's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. I'll just watch something because I want to watch it, and that's it. I won't apologize for. But this is fun. I love seeing Sonny Landham as El Coyote, and like Chuck Norris has a fight with him at the end. I mean, it's not an amazing fight scene, but it's all right. And then you got Bob Wall as Jose, who of course was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. What else? John Rhys Davies from Indiana Jones, of course, shows up.
For no reason at all.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to betray them or do something, and there was absolutely nothing. And I was like, "You're literally just in this because
Golden Globus paid him a lot of money, like
maybe contract. You had to do 3 pictures. You can remove his entire thing, and it would not affect any of it, which actually makes it better. But anyway,
he makes it better. That's the point.
He makes it better.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just literally all I have to say about the movie. It's good fun. Some decent action scenes. And that's all right. Rather than going last, Jay, you're up. Go.
Sure. I like this movie. So I watched all these. I watched canon movies unironically, which is to say that I watched them and thought, man, that was awesome. And then whenever I saw canon, I used to think, well, shit, this is going to be an awesome movie. I can guarantee it. I can't think of one canon movie I don't like, but this was the first time. And I don't know when this came up, if it came up when the movie came out or whatever. This was the first time in my life I was aware that other people didn't understand that canon was awesome. People were talking, like people would say, oh, that Firewalker, that was terrible. Like prior to that, anybody in my social groups or anybody that I had, just like come across, always thought, yeah, these are great. And I don't know the order. Like, I don't know if like, it was like the 5th time I saw it, it was on TV, but like at some point in time, this was the first movie title that came up where people were like, yeah, that wasn't very good. And I was like, oh, what the hell? You didn't like Firewalker? It's like, nah, it's kind of shitty. And it's like, oh, those movies aren't that great. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, canon. I was like, canon movies aren't great. Like what other ones aren't good?
Yes,
like Lost City of Gold. I was like, that was awesome. Since they start naming these other movies, I'm like, what happened here? Like I thought I like Firewalker. This is outrageous to say, but this is when I was younger. Like Firewalker, the 2 Quatermain movies, Temple of Doom, Raiders, like all these adventure movies were just like one thing to me. Like I would throw Raiders in. It's like, all right, let's do Firewalker. And obviously now Raiders and Temple of Doom are masterpieces of cinema, and they're both 10 out of 10. And obviously those other movies are not nearly ever going to be as good. Like the best scene in Alan Quatermain is not going to be better than the worst scene in if you can pick a bad scene.
I'm gonna say, what's the worst scene?
The worst scene, right? But let's say the weekend, Marion and them talking is better than anything, and right. But
any scene with Phoebe Waller-Bridge from Dial of Destiny.
Well, that's not a real movie. Now that's a garbage movie that everybody can agree on. But yeah, this movie, I like the movie. So I'll let you guys like talk about the ins and outs of it. We can circle back, but just that story that this is the first movie where I was aware that people and like, oh, Chuck Norris is kind of cheesy and stuff. And it's like, what is happening in my world right now? Like everything is collapsing. Like there's no Santa, there's no Tooth Fairy, canon sucks. Like, whoa, it's like, so it was really crazy.
There is Santa, by the way, in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Wait. Oh, okay, she's not here.
Didn't I get in trouble for that last time? And
why is he at the top? You did.
Stop ruining
and my
Christmas.
Daughter. Good thing I have my earphones on. My daughter was sitting in the room.
Oh, it's fine. She knows. She just wants.
Put him on the bottom. Put him on the bottom.
She wants the. I got control too, Charlie. I'll just go right back up. No, but people were not. This is the first week where people were like, "Oh, canon," or I started to hear canon isn't that good. This movie is kind of cheesy. I don't know. I'm just watching it again. I don't know. It's kind of neat. I like the two guys. Look, the two guys are walking around. They're cool. I like Melody showing up. Dale Arden shows up. She's cute. And she's like, I want to go on this adventure. I'm like, yeah, let's go. They go on the adventure because there's an adventure to go on. Like this is the thing. The people have lost this sense of wonder, man. Like, and they win in the end. There wasn't some big stupid shit where, that you can't take the gold or some bullshit. Like as much as I love the other, adventures, they always pull that. They always do that. Oh, you can't take it. Yeah. They got the gold.
Have you learned a lesson? No, don't fuck the lesson. Give me the money.
Give me the money. They got the money. They went through all of the stuff. They beat the bad guy. They got the money at the end. And then they still threw in a little bit thing at the very end just to be like, oh shit, that general guy's still around. So there's going to be more adventures because you don't want the reason why people don't get the money at the end because you want to leave a sense that the next adventure can happen. But this one, they got the money and another adventure is going to happen anyway. That is awesome. I don't know. Chuck Norris fights those guys in the bar. That's cool. Lou Gossett Jr. is just like solid in any movie he's in.
He's just on screen and that's it. The film's already better. Yeah.
And Chuck Norris is bad at. Look, as soon as the kicks came in, I think people wanted this to be like a full-on martial arts movie, but it's not. It's two guys going on an adventure with the girl. I like it. There, I'm done.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, okay. Sean?
Damon, was that University where everyone started to pile on?
It may have been like this is it may have been. Did you have that experience? Yeah. No, they were all pretentious pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, we could do a whole stream on that. It's like I wore a Return of the Living Dead 3 shirt, and then the next day I wore an Evil Dead 2 shirt. That's how I met Max. He came up and he was like,
"Yeah,
I saw you in that film chorus." I was like, yeah. He's like, you're wearing Evil Dead 2. I was like, fucking A, I was wearing Evil Dead 2. What do you think? And he's like, shit, yeah. And then we fucking teamed up. We're like, yeah, this is the best. Because everyone else there were a bunch of losers. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, he was the Alien 3 challenge.
He was the Alien 3 challenge. He's like, take the challenge. Watch Alien 3 again. Don't think about, it's not as good as part 2. Who cares? Just watch it. And I was like, it's pretty good. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Anyways, sorry.
All right. Well,
Sean, you were saying?
I don't think I saw this movie all the way through as a kid. I think it was just on TV all the time. I've seen the whole movie as a kid, but it's just I would watch a bit of it and get distracted, or like a come in midway through, or catch the end or something like that. There's always I know there's a lot of Joansploitation type of movies, and this was kind of one of them. I watch it now and oh my god, I can't shake this. I have to say, this is not Joansploitation to me. This is the Road to movies. It's totally Hope and Crosby. It's Chuck Norris is Bing Crosby. He's trying to be all charismatic and stuff. He's got the girl, and Louis Gossett Jr. is Bob Hope, and they do all the same gags. They do all the same clipping. They even do the thing where they do a distraction thing before they punch. That's totally a Hope and Crosby thing.
What?
I feel like that's where this really came from. I know, I read about it because I was like, they had to have mentioned this somewhere, but Chuck Norris wanted to do a comedy thing. And instead you sell for this light adventure thing. And it's supposed to be like Romancing the Stone and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby, not Bill Cosby.
I said Bing Crosby. Yeah. No,
it's in the comments.
Bing. Yeah.
Skeptic. Come on, buddy. Help us out here.
Oh, it's Skeptic. That's why.
The Skeptic's one of our regulars.
I remember.
And he's Canadian. And he's a ginger. Oh my God.
And he's
the next stack that gets to him.
Oh my God! Wait, and and you're playing for the other team, right? So it's like you've got two. It's like all of the hits, man.
That's not negative. Anyway,
I'm not saying that's negative. I'm saying that's a Skeptic knows what I'm talking about.
I'm on the bottom row, and I am okay with that right now.
We're friends. We're friends.
You guys just do your own thing.
It's all Canadian stuff, Charlie.
Actually, there's no way associated with any comments on this last
really,
right? It just brings us on your show.
We're Canadian guys. Everybody's cool out here. This isn't your neck of the woods where you.
This is north, not south. Yeah.
Charlie, you and I should say A after we talk for the whole.
We really should. I don't know if I want to be associated with that. I think I'm going to be with the Owen from now on.
Right?
Sorry, continue.
Yeah. No, I was going to say I feel like that's where a lot of the script really came from. because I know he teamed with some screenwriter, can't remember his name, and he probably was influenced heavily by that. Because I can't not see that here. I like all the action quipping stuff. It's not a Chuck Norris movie as we know it, but that it wasn't meant to be. Chuck Norris was trying to branch off, and it didn't work. And I read quotes from Louis Gossett Jr. respecting Chuck Norris trying to branch away from the type of thing that he would normally do, but they still get some kicking in there and stuff. It looks very cheap. I don't know how they could. I don't know what happened there. The ending with that cave looks really cheapy, and I feel like it would have been a more spectacular fight at the end. Something happened. I don't know, but no, this is a fun little movie. This is harmless. Anyone can watch it. This isn't bad by any means, and I like that fun camaraderie quipping thing. You don't really see that often anymore. So yeah, I enjoy this, and I love their old road movies. So like an updated road movie with Chuck Norris in it is freaking awesome. So yeah, I like this a lot.
There's
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of
there's so many like cool ideas they could have done, but like Canon went bust shortly after this, so I went into receivership shortly after, which is a shame. But I mean, they were like absolute cowboys anyway, just the way they did things. It's very entertaining. But just before we continue, I just want to mention the director is I totally forgot about this. Is J. Lee Thompson?
Yep.
Yeah, Kinjiti, Forbidden Subjects, Messenger of Death, Death Wish 4, Murphy's Law, King Solomon's Mines, The Ambassador, The Evil That Men Do, 10 Minutes. Jeez, that's like every fucking Charles Bronson movie. Capo Blanco, Passage, The White Buffalo. Yeah, he literally directed pretty much every Charles Bronson movie. St. Ives, Battle
and
for the Planet of the
FIREWALKER.
Apes. Yeah, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. He did all Planet of the Apes movies too.
Conquest is they're all awesome, but yeah.
The original Cape Fear, The Guns of Navarone. I mean, wow, he's did plenty of movies. So, but none match Firewalker in terms of epicness. John, over to you.
The Chuck Norris doesn't care if you don't like this movie or not because he's Chuck Norris. So I'm the biggest Chuck Norris fan. Like I said, I was Lone Wolf McQuay with my dad. That's the first time I saw Chuck Norris, and then I was like. The only thing is, when I first saw this, I was just because this came out right after the Delta Force. So this was like Missing in Action 2, Invasion USA, the Delta Force, and then Chuck Norris is doing comedy with Louis Gossett Jr. I remember sitting in there and I was just like, I'll go, okay. But I was totally fine with it. And then, as long as he did karate, I'm like, okay, cool. Chuck's doing karate and he's bonding with Louis Gossett Jr. I had the biggest crush on Melody Anderson growing up, so I was like, she was awesome. Sonny Landham, I know we've all heard stories about what it was like to film with him, but it's like bodyguards for Schwarzenegger, on Predator, all that good stuff. But I watched it today because I was off, so I was like, and I've seen it 1,000 times, but listen, Firewalker is a movie where, like, y'all know I have a lot of shit going on in my life, and I watched Firewalker today. I was just like, okay. And I didn't think about anything for that hour and 45 minutes except for Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett Jr. running around. I mean, it's just, it's funny. Is Chuck the greatest actor? No, you could tell Louis Gossett Jr. is totally overacting Chuck Norris in this movie, but it's fine because he's still Chuck Norris. And the finale, if anything, if I had to point out one thing, the finale is kind of lukewarm, kind of like what Sean was saying. Like, yeah, they're kind of like roaming around and there's traps and stuff like that. And then the Sonny Landham fight kind of seemed tacked on at the end. It's like, oh, we need something because nothing happened, because nothing really did happen, if you think, because he shoots him and then you think he's dead right away, and then they find the treasure and everything. But it gives you one more chance to see Chuck do that kick in slow motion, and so. But if anything, it's just I was more of a fan of Chuck's like earlier films, like when he was the stoic one-man army, but I still had a good time with this one. I mean, if any Chuck Norris movie I had a real problem with is probably Good Guys Were Black, because it's boring, But other than that, I love Chuck Norris movies, and I can watch them all day. And I actually have, like, on weekends if I'm ever off, I just put on 6 or 7 right in a row and just watch them all. And like I said, it's the best memory from my childhood, because I remember we just moved into our big house growing up, and we had just gotten HBO, and my dad's like, "Hey, let's watch this movie. It's called Little Wolf McQuade," and I was like, "Okay." And then it was like 2 hours later, I was just like, I was transformed. Like John before that didn't like really know about action movies, but after that movie, it's like, that's when I started my rise to like, loving action cinema. So it's all because of Chuck Norris. And now is this movie like, it wasn't going to win awards, and we all know Golden Globus, they like, because I heard like, if you all remember the story, I don't know if you do, but like Roger Ebert reviewed this movie on Siskel and Ebert, and he said it was a ripoff of Romancing the Stone, and I was like, where was the romance between Louis Gossett Jr. and Chuck Norris in that movie? Like, just so it's like, but I mean, but if a normal person, like if a regular person was to watch this like now, I could see where they'd probably be like, yeah, this isn't that. I mean, it's Indiana Jones light, but it's okay because, like I said, they have great chemistry together. And I was kind of sad that they didn't get the chance to do more of, because they always talked about like, like even at the end, he's like, remember last time we were in Fiji, and we were stringed up by that witch doctor. It's like there's all this other stuff that they had gone through that we didn't get to see. And I was just kind of sad, like we never got more Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett Jr. But anyway, I was just rambling now because I love it so much. So that's all I got to say about it.
Fair enough. I love all these guys in the chat are all talking Star Wars. I want to join in the conversation. It's not even us who's bringing it up this time instead. Talk about
why Star Wars?
I know, but they're like, who's your favorite Jedi and Sith? And everybody knows the best Sith is Darth Bane. I'm been waiting for a Darth Bane trilogy or adaptation or something, but they're like, I know, let's do the Acolyte instead, like, or don't. Anyway, we'll maybe discuss that later. Anyway, Charlie, over to you.
I mean, we could talk Jedi. It's fine. We can talk
we'll get to that after.
That's right.
It's only been 22 minutes.
I know.
Yeah, we're going to be done with Firewalker in half an hour.
It's the chat's fault. It's the chat's fault. Well, it's because it's exactly what's going to happen, and we've talked about this. We're all going to have fond memories of this movie. I mirror Sean almost exactly. I saw this on television, and I'm pretty sure the first time was like halfway through the movie, and I'm just like, okay, this is an adventure. Oh, I like this Chuck Norris guy, because I was still pretty young. I wasn't watching these movies at that time, but I was, aware of who Chuck Norris was. I saw the cartoon, the Karate Commandos, and had the action figure. And then later on, when I was really able to rent movies myself, and I'd watch this and rent Sidekicks at the same time. I love these like kid-friendly Chuck Norris movies. I felt like I was watching an action movie that my dad would rent, but it's mine. It's my version of a movie. I always had fun with Firewalker. I hadn't actually watched this one in quite a while, so I revisited it today. And yeah, I can see if you've never seen these movies and didn't know what you're into, you're probably not going to like it. But like J-Man, we have a love of canon movies. Like it's a vibe, it's a feel, and we're used to it and we love it because they did it with some passion. They did it cheap, but they did it with some passion. And you see it here. Nobody looks like they're having a miserable time. Chuck Norris looks like he's ready to start laughing at any moment.
Yeah.
Louis Gossett's holding in laughter 90% of the time. He's translating Spanish to Chuck Norris. I love that gag that Chuck Norris doesn't speak anything but American, and Louis is just translated. Even when the guy speaks English, and Chuck's like, I got it. I know what he said there. I mean, it's just funny. I love the bar fight as a kid. That was a great fight. You got to see Chuck Norris do Chuck Norris things. Hell, type in Chuck Norris in any of your GIF generators. Most of them are from the Firewalker because it's a camera straight on his face and he's like punching into the screen or he's kicking into the screen. That's all from this movie. So
Chuck Norris is the Force.
Absolutely. He is. But this movie's just flat out fun. Does it, fail in a couple spots? Sure, I agree. The ending's a little meh, whatever. But it's a canon ending. I mean, J-Man, how great were the Quatermain movies that we watched at the endings and stuff like that?
Yeah, like they're not. I mean, the thing is, you watch them like when you're watching them as a kid, it's all just adventuring and traps. Right now, you're like, okay, they're clearly cheap, right? Like and I had a buddy, the other Sean, who we talked about last time, who argued with me about Hard Boiled. He was like, he's a few years older, so he was like, like when you talk about, you're saying Raiders and Temple are the same as King Solomon's Mines, and it's like, you're insane, right? And he would he'd be like, you're insane, but he was older, so he could see that. Oh, he still loved those movies. Right. Like, he still thought they were great, but he's like, no, like, Raiders is a serious film. This is just like a bunch of shit. But I didn't see it that way. I'm like, it's all adventuring and fun. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
they were just movies for us. I mean, hell, the VHS cover of this sold this movie 90% of the times when you're in the rental store, and a lot of times it was right next to Indiana Jones. It's and it's right there. So I rented this a lot. I've always enjoyed it. I mean, and like John, it's a Chuck Norris movie. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna enjoy the hell out of it. Hell, I like it when he fights Satan in a movie. Okay, so then that's a great movie. I have no problem with the insanity that these movies do, or Chuck Norris trying something new. I think it's great. I mean, he could have stayed being the stoic, kick people in the teeth and they die in moments, but this one is a nice little change of him, and it's still kind of canon. She still almost gets raped twice in this movie for a PG movie. They still shoot Sonny Landham directly in the chest with a gunshot
That
wound.
was a good effect too. Like,
that
was
they just
solid.
couldn't do the blood, but it's there.
Yeah.
You also put Sonny Landham in a PG kids movie. That's quite a feat as well. His eye patch kept moving the entire movie. Which is
I wonder how he was during the filming of this movie, because you heard all these other stories about the other ones. It's like, I wonder if he was like behaving.
I got a feeling they kept him away from everybody.
I heard that he was dangerous.
He's in
they
the
had bodyguards to keep him away from everybody else because he was unhinged.
Yeah,
you think they inserted that fight at the? I felt like that last fight. They're like, maybe we should have another fight, and then he just comes back from the dead, and it felt like they just insert. Someone's like, we need a quick little fight at the very end. Let's just insert this. I don't know. It
does, and when he tries to kill that one dude for information, the guy literally takes the eye patch and moves it to his other eye, and I'm like, what the hell is it? I never saw that as a kid, but now as an adult, that's fucking hilarious. Because normally you would think like the film negatives got flipped in editing. So, there'd be an error or something that's on the wrong. No, they're literally just Sonny, and that's probably a Sonny Landham thing. I put the eye patch on. It's on the wrong eye. I don't care. I put it
off. No, it's fine.
So,
you just have a great day there, Sonny.
Doing great, brother. You're doing great. How many takes we doing? That first one was perfect. I don't think we need any more today, Sonny. Go on back to your trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can go back to your trailer.
We'll send the masseuse over and lots of food later on. Bye.
Can we get the stand-in for Sonny's backside so we can film this thing, please? All right, we got it. But that's me, man. I have a lot of fun and memories with this movie. It's not great, but it's a canon movie, and I will absolutely adore it till the end of time. So that's me for tonight.
Fair enough.
Can I just jump off what Charlie just said? Like, I think I was in the perfect spot because, like, when I was growing up, canon movies were coming to the theaters like any other movie. So I wasn't aware that Golden Globus were total whack jobs and like all the crap that was happening behind the scenes with their movies. I was just watching these awesome action movies come into the movie theater, and I'll admit, I was blessed to see these. So I just thought they were regular movies, like, Raiders of the Lost Ark's playing. Well, so was Missing in Action, so it's like, I didn't think like, well, once I got older and I found out, oh my God, canon was a shit show, but it didn't matter because I grew up loving canon, thinking they were just making action movies for me. So I was blessed to be a part of that era where, nobody really knew that they were total nut jobs and like what they were doing filming their movies.
Canon's one of the first studios I remember going, I like these kind of movies.
Yeah.
It's because, Masters of the Universe, the Chuck Norris movies, Delta Force, and you'd be like, oh, the canon intro. Yes. All right.
They gave us Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. Just like J-Man. It's like, I had no concept of, oh, this is shit. That's why getting to know too many people fuck everything up, man. The internet sucks because then they're all like, no, it's actually shit.
People are too cynical today as well. Nobody knows how to enjoy things and whatever. Like people,
100%.
People
and the internet.
They're so mean. The people look down on love, and they're like, that's weak or whatever. You're like, really? Okay.
Like, how dare you?
Yeah, how dare you show emotions or anything? That's cheesy or whatever else. Everything has to be bland and corporate. Like, okay. Anyway, sorry, continue.
We're good, man. So,
Yeah. So Alex just keeps messaging me. I don't normally look at my phone whenever I'm on this, but he is having problems with the chat, and he's not seeing his comments coming up. I see it because I just did their Grammaton recordings.
No, but
No, but we're on multiple. So the good segue for a second, guys. Just to remind everybody, we are streaming this through all of our platforms right now currently. So there's multiple chats. We can see all of your chats, but you're only going to see the chats of the people that are on the one you're watching. So we would kindly ask that you subscribe to everyone on the panel. We would really appreciate it. We're trying to build up this community of like-minded people. We don't always agree, but we always have fun when we agree and when we disagree. Oh, yeah. So we want you guys to have fun as well. So please make sure you like wherever you're watching. Please like it. And also, please subscribe to everybody else. We would really appreciate it. So there you go. And that answers this question as well.
So we are. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Man, the chat's on fire tonight. Well done, everybody, for all the great chat. I can barely keep up with them there. So I gotta go back up here because there was something here.
So you can star them if you want, and then they'll go to another tab if you ever want to go back to them.
Yeah. Yes, we do. What do you? Something you want us to do a stream on? Let us know. We'll do one next week. We're doing Red Sonja, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bridget Nielsen one versus the new one with whoever's in this movie. I can never remember their names. Yeah, but so yeah, but that's right. Yeah. So we'll do that. Thoughts on Top Dog? That's the canon budget question.
I love Top Dog.
I actually thought it was all right. I only watched it for the first time a few years ago. I never watched it when I was younger because everyone said it was like worst film of all time. It's terrible. And I was like, oh no. And I watched it and I was like, this is all right. I was like, I don't get where the hate's coming from.
It's violent for a kitty dog movie.
That's another violent kids movie that you're just like, what am I allowed to watch?
Yeah,
we're okay. All right, thanks, Mom. You know, I wasn't allowed to watch the Jim Belushi one? I forget what it was till I was a little bit older. K9, it was PG-13. Top Dog was PG. I was allowed to watch it.
Like, how many people does Chuck and his stunt double beat up in that one scene? There's like a whole shitload of guys coming at him in that.
There's a ton.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in a long time. I need to rewatch that one.
And the dog was funny. Listen, it was like the biggest mop head you've ever seen in your life. It was like
wasn't it like a Shaggy DA style dog?
Exactly. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
There's one comment.
There's a dog. That's the thing. I'm like, well, this is probably not for me. So I didn't see that one. Even
I have Chuck Norris glasses on. I'm sorry. So I was like,
I'm with John, man.
Aside from Good Guys Wear Black, I mean, I'm Silent Rage. A lot of people have problems with that movie. I think it's Chuck Norris's horror movie. You know,
it is.
So
that one and Hero and the Terror. I mean, if you,
I'm sure Top Dog is good. I've seen They Call Me Trinity. Yeah.
Yeah. In the comments there, just see everyone says sort of what movie is shit, or what movie that everyone says is shit that you actually love. Commenting.
Okay.
Or Deathstalker 1 to 4. Seen them all. So
yeah. I happen to have the 4K just in arm's reach. So
I mean, a lot of people hate Masters of the Universe. We all love it here. So I mean,
I super love like my top 20.
You're looking at the two biggest fans.
For those, oh shit.
Hold on. Oh, and it's like all
here. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. There you go. Hell yeah.
That's the Deathstalker 2025 t-shirt I got last week.
Nice.
Fan Expo. So, I mean, Alex had mentioned earlier about mentioning the Fan Expo stuff. Well, we did that last week, didn't we? We mentioned all the people we met.
We did a Fan Expo coverage, mini coverage.
Yeah. So,
yep, that's right at the beginning of last week's. But Commando Ninja pre-order went up today. The second one.
Oh yeah,
looking forward to that. The first one's fun. It's a lot of fun. Looking forward to the second one.
I actually really enjoy Batman Forever. I saw that in the cinema about 4 or 5 times. This was before everything had to be dark or whatever, and and after Batman Returns, they wanted to go a bit lighter. Even though, of course, obviously we love Batman Returns, but I just had such a fun time. I guess it's got its flaws, but as a fun comic book movie, I enjoy it.
As a kid, I loved it. I loved the color.
Yeah,
I am with you, Adam. Ghosts of Mars is fucking amazing.
The action is fucking superb. All those explosions in it, it's awesome.
Dude, Jason Statham with hair, you know. The zombie aliens are awesome. I mean, there's nothing.
It's a remake of his own. It's Assault on Precinct 13. Desolation Jones versus Napoleon Wilson. Yeah, I saw that in the theater. again with our buddy Sheldon. I don't know if I knew Sean at the time or something, but nobody wanted to go. I'm like, it's John Carpenter. Like the regulars all of a sudden didn't show up. I'm like, it's John Carpenter. You're not going.
Right.
Are you guys seriously not?
Why are you
I'm like,
not
is there literally
understanding
just two of us going to this? I'm like, okay. So I saw it. The first millisecond, dun, dun, to the music store. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is awesome. I bought the poster. I got the CD soundtrack. Got the 4K. I love
4K is beautiful too.
I have owned every almost version. I love that and his vampires.
And I saw vampires.
I absolutely love those movies.
So vampires, we were supposed to go see The Dentist Part 2, I think, and they had the director Brian Yuzna was there, and we were supposed to watch The Dentist 2, and they're like, well, we have the director, but his movie's not here. They're like, however, do you want to be the first people to see John Carpenter's Vampires? They're like, or you can get a refund. I'm like, I guess I'll see John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah,
we saw that. Awesome. We saw that ahead of the premiere because they're like, we have no other movie, and the only other horror movie they had was Vampires. So I got to meet Brian Yuzna because Dentist 2 is pretty good, but it's not. It's not as good. It's not as good. So I got the director of that, who I wanted to meet, and Vampires. I love Vampires. That was a great movie. Got that on 4K also.
Yep. So oh well, this is a good one. Yeah, I didn't. It was from. Yeah, I thought it was all right too.
We all like it.
We all loved it. We just did that.
Because I was going to.
You just did that,
and then you did it on your channel, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was going to do it. So, oh well.
We can still do it, but yeah, we
that one. Yeah.
Well, you don't need to defend anything. If Statham's in it, it's pretty much going to be awesome. So
you're not wrong. Yeah. And
That-
Death Race 2008 is fun.
Death Race 2008 is a great movie unless you see the original and then be like, oh, they should have remade what that concept was. But it's still a cool movie. It's just not.
I actually prefer this version. I think
you like the 2008 better than the original one.
I like both, but I like that they didn't try to copy it and they went with another concept, but still had the feel of Death Race. That's what
I don't know. They had the feel. That's my problem. I think they should just call it something else. Race. I don't know. But anyways, it's not a bad film. It's not a bad film. It's
the
just
sequels
that,
aren't terrible either. I mean, if you take the time to watch them,
Luke Goss is awesome in those movies.
Yes, he is. And they get awesome cars.
Action movies, and then they kind of disappeared. I think he went back to his band Bros or whatever for a while, and they started touring or whatever. But because I used to interview him every few months, and we'd talk about stuff and whatever, and then he just stopped kind of doing movies, which is a shame because I thought he was great.
He did that one horror movie that the movie itself wasn't great, but dude, it has one of the best scenes I've ever seen in a horror movie with him.
He's in Blade 2. He's the bad guy.
He's a serial killer in this one, but he has to go up against a bunch of other crazed killers to get his victim back. And there's a scene in this movie. I will not spoil it, but there is a scene in that movie where you're just like, holy fuck, what were they thinking when they did this scene?
All right, I'm
and it's got Luke Goss in it.
Yeah, I now need to see that. It sounds familiar. Maybe I have seen it. Well, best canon film. Oh, right. Best canon film.
Well, yeah, it's Master of the Universe for sure.
I have my favorite Chuck Norris movie too.
Bloodsport, Cobra.
Those are all good.
But No One Lives. Yeah, I think you're thinking of No One Lives with
No One Lives. Is it Luke Evans? I thought it was Luke
Evans. Yeah. No One Lives is amazing. Yeah.
That's
Does anyone live in it? That's all I gotta.
In that movie, damn near nobody.
Oh, that's good.
I like the ending of it though. I thought it ended pretty cool.
It's okay, but compared to what it set up, it was just kind of like
Is that the?
Yeah, I think you're right. It might be
reminiscent of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What's
that?
Is that the scene which is reminiscent from like Texas Chainsaw?
Yeah, where he appears in the warehouse or the barn or whatever, and you're like, yeah. Call it the Tauntaun scene, if I'm not giving too much away.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
It's fucking amazing. But yeah, I think it is Luke Evans I'm thinking about, which honestly put those two up together.
They're both awesome.
They look kind of similar to me. Yeah.
They don't, but okay.
What are the two people that look similar? Luke Evans and who?
Luke Goss and Luke Evans.
Luke Evans.
I don't know.
I could see it.
No, we are talking about we talked about it for well, I'll bring it back to the movie.
Yeah,
I like that Chuck Norris is not good at guns. And then he shoots. It's like ping, it's like comedy, like ching, ping, 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 and then it hits the guy. That's funny. I do like that the girl attacks. There's a little bit of a cat fight. That's kind of neat.
I do wish there were kind of more intelligence behind like the traps and things like that. I wish there was more problem solving. Like I love the finale of The Last Crusade when he's got to work out the puzzles and everything.
That's neat.
And all that, all that kind of stuff.
That's
Yeah,
neat,
I love all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would love to see more of that kind of stuff and the tomb raiding kind of aspect to it. But it's just a fun adventure vibe kind of thing. I mean, Chuck Norris was never an amazing actor. I mean, he's mostly known just for his fighting on screen, but
he did the stoic thing good. When
he did the stoic thing. Yeah, so he's from the same kind of school as. I was going to say Charles Bronson. No, that's not fair. Charles Bronson was fucking amazing. So, he's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Firewalker. Music was all right. So
music's not bad. I feel like they could have done a little bit better. Exactly. It's not super memorable.
No.
It felt like made for TV adventure type thing.
Yeah, it was generally sort of anticlimactic, but also like it just needed more to happen in terms of like plot. Like I was waiting for somebody to betray them, like either Dale Arden, she'll always be Dale Arden, I'm sorry, either her or John Rhys Davies or one of them to do something, and then they didn't. There's no surprises or anything like that. It was just a really pedestrian story.
It was very much like, oh, we got to follow this map to this thing. Well, there's no cave around. Oh no, there's a cave that might be behind that tree right there.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
And then she just figures it out. She's like, oh.
Right. But she's like, let's go in the cave. Okay. Hey, we can't go in this cave. The fuck not? You just said we were supposed to go in the cave. There might be people in there.
Guys, maybe it's a level 1 dungeon. They're level 1 like stop it. This is a level 1 dungeon.
It's like Cole. Hey, where's the most powerful weapon in the world? I think it's up on that hill. You know, it's right up there.
Where else are you gonna put it? Tell me that.
I don't know, but a little bit of trouble. The one skull Chuck. I love how she's wearing the skull and the sunglasses, though. That still cracks me the fuck up when she's laying on that altar and they're looking for her. She just like raises up and it's got sunglasses on the damn thing. I was like, that's not desecrating a burial ground or anybody. That's totally fine.
Oh yeah, no, someone's right. She had the visions. Don't forget.
He did have the visions, yes.
Yeah. But I almost was like, is she having visions or was it the shaman giving her the visions?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't know.
Did she not mention that she had them before though?
I thought it was that's kind of what they're alluding to when she first shows up.
Yeah. Like, I'm crazy, I'm a fruitcake or whatever.
But then the shaman takes control of her,
Childhood.
and Sonny Landham's taking control of the other girl. Like it's like voodoo witch doctors using everybody as their puppets, which that scene's kind of cool. I don't have a problem with that. Chuck Norris is they're like, we gotta have a fight scene without Chuck Norris, but with Chuck Norris. Well, let's knock him out. He's completely asleep in the movie.
We needed a cannibal tribe though too. We needed like them to run into a cannibalistic tribe.
That's what you need instead of the John Rhys Davies.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we needed something that was going to be like a challenge or something, as this was going to be an adventure, it should have been like a tribe, and Chuck Norris has to fight the greatest warrior in the tribe in a ring surrounded by fire, and if he loses, then they get eaten or something. There you go. There's an extra threat right there.
Even at the end with the guy with the scar, he's like, "So we meet." I'm like, that guy's not really that much of a threat. I'm not really worried about it.
Not really. The dune buggies at the beginning of the dune buggies at the beginning of the thing. Also, do not throw grenades in the direction you're driving. It drives me nuts when I see this. I'm like, you're going to get to that first. You're not that good at throwing grenades ahead of you to blow up. But they miss a comedy moment that still irritates me to death is when John Rhys Davies is downing that entire bottle of alcohol and looks at him and goes, I also live a charmed life. Turns around, hat on, walks away. I wanted him to fucking face plant the ground. Just all of a sudden that alcohol hits him. And then let Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett just continue as if nothing happened and have their conversation. But I was like, that would have been hilarious. Just boom, that just passed out, completely drunk.
They tried to have a big, nice moment where it's like, oh, you're never going to see him again and all that. I was like, well, I liked that. That was kind of cool. I like that. It's like they meander around a lot. And the problem is, it's like they meander. There's a little bit of a car chase, which is like nothing. And then it's like, let's rest here. Okay, let's camp here. Okay, let's camp with John Rhys Davies. It's like, okay, stop camping. And there needs to be less. they're conserving hit points. I'm telling you, the guy who made this is a D&D fan. He's like, okay, wait, they just went through a little bit of a scene. They better do a long rest to recoup their hit points. Like,
there's no sense of urgency. It's like,
we'll get to the treasure.
It's like,
and they don't reference anything. The guy that's about to, have his way with the girl when she's like passed out, he's part of the group they're partying with later when they're all drinking. I'm like, come on, that guy needed to be punched in the face or some shit.
Yeah, remember they dress up as nuns and stuff, and then they bring that guy back to life.
And then like, really you don't even know how to do this thing.
You are
stupido.
You thought that, and the thing is, again, they opted for nothing to happen. Where you thought, these guys will find out that they're fakers or something, and then they'll chase them. No, that didn't happen. They just moved on to the next thing. It's like I think Sean is right. It's just little comedy mishaps.
Right.
That's all. That's all it is, Sean. That's a crazy point. Yeah, just little scenes. Have a couple of the guys do some cute stuff, some little funny.
If you
couple
watch
of gags.
one of those old movies, you're totally going to understand this a lot more.
It's just little scenes of gags that almost don't even. You could almost you could. Probably the middle 40 minutes could be rearranged. Like they could meet, they could do the nuns first, and then John Rhys Davies, or you could swap that around in any way, and it wouldn't matter.
It's like they wrote ideas down and just started pulling, and they even transition that way. Like there's no transition that makes sense from one scene to another.
Right.
It's just boom, hard cut. But Sean, you're right. I remember watching some of those Bob Hope, Bing Crosby movies. They would also be on like Turner Classic Movies. Yeah. And when there's nothing else on, but you're like, I'll watch this. They're in a desert or some shit. You're like, okay, it's Bob Hope. I like Bob Hope. But I see it now. As soon as you said that, I'm like, fuck. They totally got that like odd couple buddy type thing going on.
Yeah, one's smooth, one's sensible.
Yeah.
The version was released uncut with a not under 12 rating. Heard of the VHS release was cut by 1 frame. This version, and then only in 2014 was the uncut version was released on DVD.
Uncut? What the hell was cut? Like,
the scene with the cannibals.
all the cannibals.
To me, it was a John Rhys Davies storyline. I was like, look, it's John Rhys Davies. That's Salah. Oh, you're not going to do anything at all. Okay, I'm just going to be incredibly helpful and nice and and
put balloons on your car. No reason.
Dude, he was there. He was visiting that day. I'm here from Alan Quatermain. How's it going? Yo, you want to be in this one? We'll change up the wardrobe a little bit and you're in. It's like change your accent a bit and come on in. Okay.
We'll give you another 50 thou. You'll be all right.
Pop it. It's one day of shooting. You'll drink a bit and say a few lines of dialogue. What am I going to say? What's my character's motivation? It's anything. You want to be king. Okay, sure. There you go.
Yeah.
Did I tell you, or you probably know, that like we interviewed John Rhys Davies like years ago, and it was one of the few interviews I've actually got from a fan expo, and he said, come up to my hotel room after, so we did, in a bottle of wine waiting with a napkin wrapped around it, and he gave us a glass of wine. We had an orgy. No,
fair. Okay.
I'm like, where's this going?
No, and then we
say when.
But so we talked for like an hour, and then we did an interview which lasted like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So like I cut up and like I put the videos on YouTube in pieces, talking about, and he talked about like working on Indiana Jones and working on Spielberg and working on Lord of the Rings and everything, and Tony and Ridley Scott and all that stuff. We chatted about all kinds of stuff, and it was one of the coolest nights ever.
That's awesome.
And that was one of the things I thought. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Returning this website's fun because I get to have conversations like this with people. So that was really, really cool. So anyway, off on a tangent there, but that was cool. I agree, there's also comedy, but I got great character almost too. When a girl asked my wife falls shock, yeah. A road movie, not only Spies Like Us.
I love Spies Like Us.
Spies Like Us.
Yeah.
How Angry Gamers got a Chuck Norris fact.
But he got better.
Yep.
Oh, phew, he's okay now. Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little confusing because he sent the people to capture because he needed her, but he literally tries to shoot a crossbow through her at the bar, and it just there doesn't make a whole lot of it doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the whole chase throughout the movie until he actually puts hands on her.
Listen,
and then it's another hard cut. Here, wear this, and then she's passed out in the dress, and throws her up on top of the slab.
Listen, I've seen, like I said, I've watched this movie throughout the years, and like I said, I've nitpicked it and everything. But like I said in my first initial review at the beginning, it just puts me in a good mood. So that's all. That's all.
And that's totally fair. Yeah.
That's
We're
the
not
thing.
hating on it. We're just
no. I'm just saying.
Now we get to like pick it apart a little bit.
There's a lot of it that doesn't make sense. Exactly, and it's like, and like I said, there's a lot of missed opportunities, and the action is like I said, the finale actually kind of sucks if you're thinking like it's gonna be like anything like Indiana Jones or any. And like I said, the Sonny Landham fight felt tacked on at the end, like because he had shot him. That's like, oh wait, we need Chuck to beat him up. Wait, we missed it. Oops. Okay, let's have him jump out at the end, like like a horror movie, like where the
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like all of a sudden, like where did this? He's back. I forgot that. I forgot that part. Like,
yeah, so did I. Yeah,
because so much time had elapsed. They went down and got all the gold, and it was like,
oh
wait a
doing?
second.
The supposedly dead killer comes back for one last scare, right? But the thing is, it's like there's a time. It's like, yo, you died a while ago. You can't. You can't.
We're down the plane.
Yeah, that was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was like 5 minutes of screen time ago. So you really should have already had come back by now.
Well,
really.
it wouldn't have the same effect if he went down the stairs. So he's up there hiding behind the pillar. Well, I can't wait for these guys to get up here.
How long was he like?
Okay, no, this would have been better if he's the waiter. He's the waiter at the bar. They're also at the restaurant.
That would have been better.
And then they have a fight in the thing. That would have been super funny.
Just for the hell of it. One more fight.
Or make him the bartender. Get rid of the general. I don't care about that. Make him the bartender at the end. It would have been hilarious.
No, but the general
also
on
the other side. They'd be like, okay.
Oh, he has no
eye. He doesn't. Yeah, no eye patch. No, he's totally fine now. It's just scared to move.
That's
I like that.
Yeah, I liked Forced Vengeance too. That's one of his better ones.
That's one of his best martial arts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any ideas of things you want us to discuss in terms of maybe like a versus or something? I always like versus ones. Those are always a good chat. So next week is the Red Sonja one. But we still want to do the James Bond one, License to Kill versus Living Daylights. So we'll do that at some point. I need to watch them both again. It's been a few years since I watched them both, so I'll give a few weeks warning before we do that. So, well, how about next week we'll do Red Sonja versus Red Sonja 2. Then next week will we do Nobody 2?
I can do that.
I've seen Nobody 2.
Yeah.
Hellbound, that's the one where he fights the devil. That movie is so much fun. It's ridiculous, but it's so much fun.
So, Christopher Neame. He's
a great looking bad guy in that.
Oh yeah, he was great.
He was in Straight Night with Jess Speakman.
Yeah. Scary as shit, holding that heart in his hand.
And he was like a Shakespearean actor in action movies. He's like, he let the crescendo like in Straight Night. Like it's just like, wow, you do not deserve to be in this movie, sir. It's like,
so he went from holding a skull to holding a heart.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just teeing up Rotten Tomatoes here. So 8%.
Oh, come on, man.
That's
bullshit. The facts that the critics just do not like fun.
The thing is that okay, so there's a lot of plot problems. There's a lot of issues with this movie, budgetary and all that. Yeah. However, modern movies also have these problems, yet they're not as fun. Yeah. So the problem is that they just made this movie. Let's just have fun, and if it matches, it matches. If it doesn't, we'll just throw a scene in. It'll be cute, and that's it. But you got movies now that it's the same. I would say whatever problems we just saw with this movie, I would say the same problems are in Superman. Actually, all of the stuff we're saying is in Superman, right? And it's like it's disjointed. What's happening? Like, where are they? Why is this scene here? What's this guy's motivation for doing anything? Like, what's happening? Same thing, except that movie's $200 million and it's supposed to start a franchise of this huge thing. And Firewalker's a canon movie that they're like, we've got Chuck, let's just make something. Like they're probably sitting out here, let's make something. I don't know what you want to do. Well, kind of like this is like a quarter.
That's exactly
kind of
why
thing.
It feels like it feels. We just talked about that. Why does it feel like so many little moments? Because that's what they did. They went, let's do this. Then let them do this. Yeah, we can afford to do this scene too. Can we have cannibals? Out of the budget. Okay, John Rhys Davies. He'll do it for some liquor. All right, put him in there. You know, that's how it works. And also with Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that, guess what? I don't go on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nobody does.
So all the people that hate these movies are the people that go on Rotten Tomatoes and write their shit reviews. Me, I'm just like, I just want to fucking enjoy it. And
I never read other reviews before seeing a movie. Like, I'll just go watch it and I'll judge it. I don't like having my opinion swayed in any way when I watch it. It's not that I have a swayed, but it's when somebody says something, then you're looking out for that thing, and then it's going to just eat away at, you know.
It almost snaps you out of it. It's like you can't get into the movie. Like my dad would not watch those behind the movie HBO specials.
Oh yeah,
if we hadn't seen the movie yet. After we've seen the movie, we watched them all the time. But like I always remember Waterworld because they were really pushing that movie, and they did the behind the scenes. And I was like, Dad, they're doing that. He goes, not till after we watch the movie. He goes, we're watching the movie first because it's going to fuck it up for us. And you know what? After watching it both ways, I'm like, yeah, you're right. It would have fucked up. I would have been looking for the fakeness or the floating or, you know, anything that would have took me out of the movie. But going and watch Waterworld, fucking love that movie.
So you just mentioned the other movie that, again, this is sort of where I started to hear people like, oh, that was a trash movie. It's terrible. I was like, oh, it looked pretty cool. And then me and my buddy Jay, same name, both of us went to go see it. We're like, that was pretty cool. What the heck's going on? That's another example. So see, Firewalker is an example of where I started to learn that, oh yeah, people don't like these canon movies, and Chuck Norris is cheesy and whatever. Waterworld, same thing. Everyone's
Waterworld's
like,
the most famous one I think I know of. That's like when people really started. I remember in the
90s. Yeah, it was in the 90s. People wanted them to fail. Critics were always so fucking smug that whenever it was always like Kevin Costner was doing something like The Postman or Waterworld or I like all these movies. Why any of these movies? And they were like, oh, no, like or whatever. And these movies were considered flops. All of these movies that were considered flops, I enjoyed. Like Last Action Hero, Cutthroat Island, Waterworld. These were all fun times.
So good.
That's a stream. Let's look at the. Are they really flops?
After the week after next, okay, Nobody 2 will move a couple of weeks, and we'll do the flops of the 90s, right? Because there's so many.
I'm totally down.
That is great. I will have fun making a graphic for that.
I'll say what I was going to say. I'll say what I was going to say then, because we got plenty to talk about for that one.
Yeah.
So,
that is a great idea. Yeah, no, but again, it's like that Waterworld, Cutthroat Island. I didn't even go see it. Everyone's like, it's terrible. My buddy Sean, other Sean, was like, dude, that was a sick movie. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy it. And I got the soundtrack. I was like, this is like fantastic. It's freaking awesome, dude. I was like, this is a great movie. What was you? Well, we'll talk about it more than that. But again, it's like, what's with this like? This was the trend of like, cool, this is trash. It's over budget. You know what else is over budget? Baron Munchausen, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. And to me, that's a friggin' masterpiece. Yep. It's like over budget, over bloated. It's terrible. It's like, really? There's a massive. Baron Munchausen is Lord of the Rings before Lord of the Rings came out. There's like going through Earth, fighting big guys throwing ships, like superpowers. That was like a Justice League movie to me. So yeah, all of these things, like what happened? Now the thing is that we're judging movies on high, like the budgets are so high that we're judging them higher, right? Like Lord of the Rings can't be a cheap made. If Lord of the Rings is a cheaply made movie, that would be disappointing because you're like, this looked like it was going to be something big, right? And it was big and awesome. So we're like, okay, good. But sometimes when movies come out, they look like they're going to be big and awesome, and then they're really not because the people don't care that much. They made them just to make them. They didn't really put the heart into making the movie itself. That's why now, like now we're going back like Nobody 2. I haven't seen Nobody 2, but I saw Nobody 1. You go back to Nobody, or you go back, you're like, yeah, that was awesome. Or the biggest one is Sisu, which is that one keeps coming into my head.
Yes,
that's a good example for a lot of these things where it's like, yeah, they made that because they really wanted to make that. Yeah. Like that's a love movie. They're like, we've got this story, we want to create this character. Hopefully, maybe he catches on, maybe he doesn't catch on, but we'll make one solid, great movie. See what happens. They didn't say
it wasn't even made for us too. It's Swedish. They made their movie and it was so fucking good. They went, hey, let's play it over here, and they're gonna love it.
But Charlie, that's the point. Sean and I have been saying this from the beginning. They're like so behind that they're catched up to where the awesome movies were.
Right, they're in the 90s right now.
Right, exactly That's right. And Bollywood is catching up. Bollywood is just leaving the 80s. So
Yes.
in the next couple of years, Bollywood's going to be into the 90s, and the Swedish movies are going. So it's like they're catching up to where we all were, and then we left that behind and turned our noses up and said, "Oh, we don't want this anymore." And now we're in this state where everything is.
And now we're
like,
nostalgia, and we want it back, and they're the only people making it for us now.
and they're the
So
only
that's where
people
we're gonna
making
go.
it. Why is that? The Raid. I mean, the Raid came out. I was like, this is the best movie since Hard Boiled.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the shit happened here? Like, this came out of nowhere.
And
Really.
we got Dread at the same time. I mean, we got
Which is
two
awesome, too.
identical movies at the exact same time. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and they're so except for the premise of the building that they're not similar in any way. Like, I don't
No,
know.
The
but
movies
it-
are slightly different. Yeah.
For the franticness of it, for the
Yes.
uber violence
Yes,
of it,
yes.
and also for the haters that go, "Oh, Judge Dredd just ripped off the Raid." Motherfucker, they were filmed at the same goddamn time. There wasn't a guy flying back and forth from the movie sets
Well,
saying, "Guess what they did today?" And they fucking filmed it. Okay?
no,
That's
that is
not
what happened. Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I was the
I
guy.
was
who
the guy.
Yeah. I was, oh, man.
Oh, is there
They hired you as well. Oh, damn it.
It was I.
They told me I was working alone on this. Well, Dread is a master. That's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. One of the
Yeah, I
best
mean,
films made in the last whatever decades. But anyways, besides that, Raid is an action masterpiece
It is.
as well. So, but again, foreign. It's like, where'd this come from? Like, we're sitting around saying, the Raid, what's this? Oh shit, this looks pretty good. We saw it in the theater. We're like, what the hell happened here? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Right. No build up. There's not.
Well, it's exactly
even
how we got Hard Boiled that we just talked about. Like where
Yeah.
the fuck did this movie come from? Like, what is this? You know, it's
that was a random downtown Sam the Wrecker Man or HMV or whatever it was. I went down there. I was like, "Ooh, Chow Yun Fat. I've seen this 3-name guy. I know this guy. This Chow guy." I was like, "This looks kind of neat. I'll just buy it." And then that's when my buddy, the guy at school, was saying, "Well, you should really watch it now that you bought it. You should watch it." It's like, it's
6
so
months
crazy.
later he watches it. So.
I did watch it. It took me a while to watch it, but now I pretend I watched it right away so I can feel superior to other people.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw it when it came out. Wait, you didn't
It's
see
the
it when it came
J-Man
out?
way. John saw it in theaters. Okay.
No, he didn't. Did you see it in theaters, John? No
Which
way.
one?
Hard boiled.
Hard boiled. You saw it in theaters over there, right? That's
Yeah,
where you
I
were.
flew to China and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did not see Hard Boiled in theaters.
Come on,
Anyway.
John.
Back to Firewalker.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Listen, the 80s and 90s are filled with movies where I watched and thought were awesome, and then later found out, wait, people don't like this movie. Like I'm amazed to this day. Like Time Rider with Fred Ward. Wait, somebody doesn't like that movie? What? Okay, when I watched it at the time, I thought this was cinema. I was like, but it's like it just makes me laugh how like when we talked about Cobra. Wait, somebody doesn't like Cobra? I'm like, that's all.
Yeah, that's
me.
outrageous. It's
Yeah.
like,
I've since had them killed, so don't worry about it.
That's all about it.
And Dread, like I watched Dread, and because you said they had come out at the same time, and like I had seen them like pretty much like
Mhm.
Almost back to back. Yeah.
and I was like fine with. I'm like, I don't care. This is still an awesome movie.
We
You
got
can
two
have
great
two
movies at the
movies
same
be
time.
similar to each other in terms of plot. It happens all the time. It's like
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just like you can have Firewalker and Indiana Jones in the same universe. It's totally fine.
exactly. And
oh
you
my
have
god,
Chuck
can you
Norris
imagine
having
if they had
a-
all teamed up in Firewalker? Imagine if like Alan Quatermain had showed up or something. You'd be like, oh, this is so bad.
They should have had Richard Chamberlain pop up in that movie.
Oh,
They were canon movies too, so they could have.
Right.
That would have been awesome, man.
Yeah.
The canon universe, and then like Frank Dukes comes in,
Right.
and I say I was the guy saying Dukes, like it's like no, it's Dukes.
Well, he wasn't
Oh, like,
around
put
at
up your
the time.
Dukes.
It's
Yeah,
for Dukes, yeah.
That was a few years too early. For
They should have all, but they should have done canon Final Wars or whatever.
They were
Canon Films Final War. They should have done my God, I'm a genius. They should have done Canon Films Final Wars, and then they have the best guy from each of their things. So it's like Braddock and all. They all team up
Versus
for one.
all the best villains. So you get Bolo Young, you
Yeah.
get, Tong Po, you get everybody in there, man.
You get
It would've been-
everybody, and they team up as one thing. It's like shit, and then like we gotta get Van Damme. And they go and get him and shit, and it's like he's like doing the splits and whatever. And it's like, oh, we need you back and everything. Oh man,
We're doing the Expendables movie we really wanted. That's
this is what yeah. I like
They were going
Expendables.
to do that. There was a time where they were going to put all these like
The canon
cinematic
movie.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's canon cinematic.
I like my title battle, Final Wars.
Cannon fodder. Yeah.
Oh, that is good.
That's pretty good.
That is
Why work in
very good.
advertising.
Okay, I'll change. I changed my mind to that.
Okay.
Cannon fodder.
Anyway, so that's so the fact that nobody in the bar went for Chuck's $100 deal as well. They must be crazy rich. Yeah, I know. Always wondered that.
Yep.
Your mother was a pig and your father was a dog. Did you mention? Yeah.
That was a good joke.
Yeah. It's crazy. No, I only found that out recently. That I know it was a flop at the time, but then people didn't like it either, and I was like, "The fuck is wrong with people?"
That's the curse of John Carpenter after Halloween. That's just how it's always been with him.
Yeah, he's always been sort of a cult director. I would give anything
ahead of his
feel like
time.
He should be at Frightmare at the Falls at some point. I would literally pass out to meet him. I saw him at the concert. John Carpenter in concert.
Oh yes.
Ago. Yeah, and I posted that video, and I'm like dancing while he's doing Halloween. It's like John Carpenter is performing Halloween and he's dancing, and I was like, he's doing it just for me. So
he was.
He was.
He later tweeted, he said, "I did it for that guy." And they circled you in the audience.
Yeah. The girl is just alive. Yes. So that's good and big. Has it been? Yes, I know. I don't think do I ever use
it's overused. Like it was a good saying, but now that's everyone's excuse.
Mm-hmm.
That's their get out of jail free card. It's so dumb, it's good. No, sometimes it could just be good.
But they meant like dumb as in like the movie has a lot of flaws, but it's still fun. The real phrase is this movie has a lot of flaws, but I had a lot of fun watching it. There you go. But the thing is, you had a lot of fun watching it, right? Like
right.
It's the rest. You go to the restaurant. Steven and I always use the restaurant. You go to the restaurant, you order your steak, you get it. It's perfectly cooked. It's good. It's like, yeah, but you didn't like the you didn't like the color of you didn't like the decor or something, right? It's like, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like your food was good, right? Like
what do you cooked, right? You ate it all.
Like, what are you looking for? Well, they should the walls could be repainted and maybe change around some of the tablecloths. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's whenever people you always know when someone's had a film class and like, I love the mise en scène from this movie. Shut the fuck up, you sound like a cock. Nobody says that after film.
I'm saying it all the time now just to be
I'm going to do it in every live stream next week. I was like, Red Sonja's mise en scène was fantastic.
Yeah, we did learn all that stuff, but the thing is, like, it's just to help you articulate if you want to, like, people using it as like a thing to like judge everything. It's like, look, the mise en scene is Chuck Norris kicking the shit out of people. That was good. Like, what they cared about, they wanted Chuck Norris to fight guys. Like, and he fought those guys in the bar. Like, that was cool. There you go. Like, well,
no, it's Chuck Norris kicking the shit out of guys in a bar with festive music playing at the same time.
Even better.
Yeah, I actually like that character, like that line. What scares you, Max? Suits, alarm clocks, apartment buildings. Yeah.
Exactly.
I appreciate that more as I've gotten older as well, because you're doing a tedious 9 to 5 job and all that, and you're just like, is this it? Yeah.
That's why they want to get a boat. Just live on a boat.
And travel,
That's
The Game, with Michael Douglas, David Fincher.
Saw it in the theater.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater too, Well, the ending, I don't know, I kind of figured that was going to be the ending. It was kind of the only way it could end. Of course, it was going to be a game. So.
Oh, yeah, it had to be the game because that's the point. Yeah, if it wasn't the game, then I'd be like, but then why?
Why they called the game?
Where's the game?
It's a bit weird in the sense that like it all works out in such a perfect, like it could never work out that perfectly, but also it's a movie and you have to, like, there is always one or two, gimmies. Like, you just got to accept that. Yeah, look, they've orchestrated it perfectly, but they can't do that. I know, but at this time they did. I don't know.
It's the worst present ever. That's for sure. Give it to him.
Oh, because the brother is a psycho. You mean Sean Penn in the movie?
Sean Penn is a psycho.
Playing himself, eh? Method acting, huh? They acted everything, but the point is that the guy was lost, right? So they had to do something extreme to get him. And they also had to have a movie with a lot of twists and turns. So I mean, what do you? I don't know. What do you want, right? Like it's again, if you think the premise is bad, then. It's like Jason came back from the dead and he's still killing people. That's stupid. Perfect. Don't watch it. Or if you accept that, there's like things you just got to accept. That's a weird movie. I know what you're saying. Like
suspension of disbelief. Yeah.
You have like a couple. Like if in the movie he jumps over and then flies, you'd be like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. That's weird, right? But hey, Sean, what's going on, man? We got to start. Sean just showed up. We'll start over.
Oh,
Hey guys,
okay.
welcome to the Action League.
We like FIREWALKER.
Yeah, they have to have a better reason for. I know. Listen, it's a
I don't
weird. It's
remember.
got.
I haven't seen it like since the 90s. And
I
I have it on
watched it
DVD.
once. You guys remember
Yeah.
way more than I do. About
I don't
this
remember
movie.
much of it. I mean, I just watched it once when it came out, and that was it.
They hand him a water bottle that was already opened.
Perrier.
No, and I don't want. He goes, I want it sealed. I was like, so do I. So I connected with them.
You saw yourself in.
Yeah, I saw. Remember when Penguin asked for extra pickles in episode 2 or 3 of that Penguin show? And then this got me on the show because he's like, "There's 2 pickles on my burger. I asked for extra pickles. So what's the normal amount?" 1. I was like, "I am so with you. This actually irritates the crap out of me."
Pickles have no place in a burger.
changed your-
Pickles are the fucking devil's
I
candy.
hate-
I
no
hate pickles
way.
and I hate mushrooms.
Oh my god, you're
I
insane.
hate mushrooms. I told you I'm on Owen's side.
Charlie,
He's
you
preaching
guys
the
are- you guys
gospel.
are going
Owen, put us on
crazy.
the top. That's what
I don't know how to put people on the top. That's the problem.
God damn it. I'm back the wrong one.
Oh wait,
There
there we
you
are.
go.
Hey.
There you go.
Why am I on the bottom? Sean also likes pickles.
Sean,
Oh.
Yay.
USA.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely let you have that.
Make action great again.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, we don't.
Oh, that's great. You should do that. That's a good one. I like that. And you can put you could put this as the G. You could almost
There
make this
you
look like
go.
the G and have
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that is
Oh,
awesome.
we should do that. And everyone's like, "Would you have a mega hat?" And I was like, "Read it properly." And they're like, "Oh, what's that mean?"
Make action great again,
You can
baby.
make it blue, and then it does.
Yeah, we can make it blue. It doesn't have to be red. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you can-
we're
you can-
just,
you
we're
can
just
do
taking
blue.
it back, man. That's
Yeah.
what's happening. It's the Gulf of Action now, bitches. Suck it.
Have you seen Fantastic Four First Steps? Yes, we have.
Oh, you already beat that up, Sean. I can't go beat it up anymore. It's over. I beat it up too much. It's not fun to beat it up because I don't hate it. I hate Superman, so I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to beat up Fantastic Four.
I
It
thought
was-
Fantastic Four was all right. I don't know. It was kind of boring. It just wasn't that
But-
much happening there for the first half. It was all right.
We had a conversation today, me and in one of my group chats talking about movies lately, and we got brought up that it's like now that those movies are out and have been out for a couple weeks, no one's talking about them anymore.
right.
Like even if they love the movie, they're not talking about it anymore.
Right, because these people that there's 2 kinds of people in the world. If you love the movie and you're just genuinely pumped up for it, cool.
Right.
If you love the movie because you're just in the hype of things, these people don't matter. It's like
Right.
this guy's like, "Oh, I love Superman. Perfect. Did you buy Superman last week? No. Did you pre-order the 4K? No. Did you buy the figures for it that just came out in Walmart? No. So I don't understand. You loved it, and then now what? Well, I loved it enough to say like on Twitter or whatever, right?
Right.
So your opinion doesn't mean anything. Like you're arguing with me about something that you loved, but you don't really love it that much to put up a defense for it, except to say that I'm wrong and you love it. But I bought Superman last week, the latest issue of, I bought Batman #1 today. All right.
Yeah.
I buy the toys. I pre-ordered the 4K for this trash movie. I'm going to download the soundtrack when that's out. Right. So like my dislike of the movie means more to Warner Brothers than your love of the movie, because I'm still contributing after the film has come out, and all you're doing is saying like and share.
Right.
Right. So that's why they love it, but they only love it for that moment. Right.
Right. It's just another gone
full of movies.
Yeah.
Right. So when Owen so Owen walks out of Nobody 2, first thing happens, gives it a fantastic review, pre-orders the 4K, let's do a stream on it, right? That means he loved the movie. So these other people just say they love it just to be in with people. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it was awesome. Superman's back. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, there's people that genuinely loved it and they will buy it because they did love it.
Right.
I'm okay with that. Even if I disagree, I'm okay with that because it's a genuine place. I'm okay with any genuine emotion. Like if you genuinely like something that I don't, at least you like it. Be true to yourself.
Yeah.
But it was a conversation about so many things coming out that are just, once it's out, no one quits. It was actually Toxic Avenger we were talking about.
Right. That's out now.
I haven't had a chance to go watch it. Their campaign was go what was it? Something fuck go see it. And they literally put fuck in the middle of it.
Right.
And everyone I knew that loved trauma movies and Toxic Avenger was hyped. Now that the movie has come out and I know these people have seen it, they've all been like, it was good. It was okay.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of people said it was tamer than they were expecting.
And
there was nothing as shocking in it as like the original, and I was like, "Well, what's the point?"
It's a Hollywood movie.
Yeah,
and I was just like, "What? Where? Like, I understand if the movie wasn't good, but it's still just like I'm gauging it off of other fans that I know like that type of movie, like I do. But so I was kind of like, wow. So I'm paying attention. So like J-Man, I know would love Toxic Avenger, and I knew he was going to go watch that movie. So I can't go see it yet. So I'm going to gauge what J-Man says. J-Man's like, man, I can't fucking wait. Man, this movie's coming out. I saw the trailer. I saw the stills. I'm there opening night. And he comes back the next day and types in the group chat. It was good. Go see it. Like, literally someone in one of our Discords went to the movie. They were walking in, took a picture of the poster. At the top, they went, finally, large cap letters. I can't wait. An hour, whatever goes by. It's the very next comment on the chat. Well, that was fun.
Right, and then it's never
brought up again.
It's never brought up again. Exactly.
The next thing, it's all content.
And I'm like, now I'm like, I want to. Now I feel like I'm being guilted to go support this movie because it's independent and it's unrated. But I'm also like, I don't want to waste my money.
I'm not. Yeah.
Just, like, I'm already going to wait. But it was just brought up a conversation of. And then there was a couple people I saw that were like, oh, I liked it. And then when I pressed them on it, I was like, well, here's my issue. No one's loving it. And then they went, oh, no, it was a blast. I had fun. It was a ton of gore, ton of this, ton of that. That is what's going to motivate me to go see it. But you said I liked it the first time you talked about it. I'm just like, what's wrong with like no one's pushing movies anymore other than what you talk about. It's just to be part of the Twitter thread or be on one side of the hate or another. Like, we all loved Sisu. So what did we do? We didn't shut the fuck up about that movie, and we're like, everybody needs to go watch this movie.
And we're still talking about it. It's still coming up now. And now you got part 2 coming. You're like, well, now it's going to start over again. It's just going to continue.
We haven't actually discussed that. The trailer looks fucking awesome, though, right?
It does look awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we bitched each other out because none of us went and watched Ungentlemanly Warfare, and we were.
I know.
Well, I don't think it didn't get released here.
I don't think it came. Yeah,
me and John, it released real quick where we were at, but still, no one was talking about it that did see it, and then we all watched it, going, "This movie's fucking amazing."
Yeah.
Like, I wrote a really good review about it.
Yeah, so we've got our guys on the end now who have their websites. Please make sure you guys check out all the websites. I'll put the links in again shortly. But so you guys are constantly in the know, and you're always hyping up the movies that you're pumped up for. So you guys are always pushing that. But then it's just like the normie audience, they're just not there for anything. Like, even if they like it, they're not there for, like, I love Fantastic Four, and then you never hear it again.
Yeah. And then I'll watch it when it's on Disney Plus. Yeah.
And they care, and there's no passion in it. Even if
they're there to bitch about it, if they're to hate on something, that's
no. But even if they like it, though, even if they like it, they're not like, yeah. The bitching on it gets you the clicks, so that's obvious that you can bitch on it, and then that's it. But even if they like it, they're not saying anything. Like, if you like it, just say you like it. But I can tell when they don't care. Like what you said, Charlie. It's like, oh, I had a blast. That's horse shit. That doesn't mean anything. It was fun. I had a blast. That was pretty cool. Like, what does that mean? Right. What do you mean you had a blast? What? Like, it sucks. So I haven't seen this Toxic Avenger ever. I was going to go see it. It's playing here. And I'm like, it's probably not going to be as good as the other one. So I'll just wait. And that's literally my attitude. I'm like, they're not going to be running over an infant.
We saw a modern Toxie 4, and I know J-Man. I watched that over and over again when it got. Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
It is awesome.
I think the movies themselves are just lackluster. Like, you can say that these people are zombies, but they're not provoked because they don't really know what it is to watch a movie that they love.
Yep.
Because a lot of the movies are whatever.
And the weirdest thing was, it wasn't like, and they were trying in the conversation. They were like, "Well, it's not for everyone." That's not who I'm looking at. I'm looking at
not
the
everything
fans.
has to be for everyone,
right?
Yeah. I said, I'm watching the trauma fans, the people I know that were champion for this movie since they said it was going to come back out. Those are the people I'm paying attention to because they're who I'm going to judge whether I go watch that movie. Right. And when they come out and go, well, that was fun, and then a week later say nothing else about the movie whatsoever. And I'm like, well, it couldn't have been that fun. It should have been, that was fucking bloody as shit. Go watch it in a theater. It's worth it. You get to support them. You get to do this. And it was awesome and worth the money. That's what I was waiting on. And it never came from anyone. And now the promotion is, hey, $5 million of our box office sales are going to go to pay off medical debt. So now it's not our movie's great. Hey, our movie's probably not that great, but at least your money did something good. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah, that sounds that sounds like a bunch of whatever.
It's guilt promotion now. It's, if you don't, you hate sick people.
That has the opposite effect.
Yeah.
The more I studied this in psychology. That's why they always show one kid in those commercials where they want aid and stuff they show one kid or two because you connect more with that one. If you show a bunch, your brain starts to think this is too large of a problem for me to.
You can't show a hospital of dead kids because I'm one person. What difference can I make? One or two kids, my $5 that month
helps this kid.
That kid,
right? You see this kid right here. You can help him.
A pamphlet with a picture on it. This is the kid you helped. That picture's on the other 50 million they printed.
Right.
And everyone's feeding that one kid. That kid's fat as fuck right now.
But
50,000 kids on.
Right. Yeah. So $5 million went to save kids. Like, okay, what does that mean? It doesn't incentivize me. Why don't you make a better movie and then I'll go. Same goes for Looney Tunes movies.
Yeah. Also the same as do you remember Snakes on a Plane? And it was the whole thing. I was like, ain't it cool news whenever that was a thing. And everybody was like, oh yeah, that's such a great idea. That's so ridiculous. You have to do it. It's going to have Samuel Jackson. It'll be brilliant. And then released it, and then it died, and nobody went to see it. And
it completely bombed.
Yeah, because nobody cared. Like the internet isn't real. It's like,
well, and then they shot themselves in the foot because they were trying to maximize, and they made it PG-13 for theatrical release. And then to get DVD sales again, they made it R-rated for the DVD because they lost their ass on everything. I remember when that movie came out, I was actually excited to see it. I saw it in theaters. I showed the fuck up because it was fun.
I saw it in theaters also. Yeah.
It was a nonsense movie that no one really asked for other than we said, yes, that sounds cool. Let's watch it. But no one else did. It was all early internet. Let's jump on the hype train.
That was the beginning of it right there. That when you think about it, that was the movie that sort of started the whole internet.
It really was.
The only success, Blair Witch was a success through internet hype because people thought it was real because they're too stupid to realize that the police would not show actual footage in the but people
the release is fine.
Sure.
But they also
don't want to incriminate anything.
They also did all that themselves. They went into that movie knowing how they were going to market it.
They did a good job.
And honestly, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and they got it.
They got because after that you're like, you're not going to trick me again on this dumbassery. Nothing happened in that movie.
Paranormal Activity was the other one.
Sean, it's called Paranormal Inactivity. You mispronounced it.
I love the TV spots for those where they have the infrared camera and then people go,
right, because nothing happens in the movie. That's brilliant. Nothing happens. They're like, nothing happens in this movie. How are we going to do a trailer? We'll show people reacting to nothing. It's like door open.
And 8mm. Like,
the door. That was a good. I liked 8mm, but the door opens. I'm like, nothing happened. The door opened. I don't understand what happened.
They made like 8 of those or something.
They made 8, and I kept getting. My cousin was like, "No, part 3 is really good." I was like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Okay,
3? What the hell happens in that movie?" Like,
I know. I'm done. I watched 2. I'm like, "You're not tricking me."
A chair
on the 3rd one.
does this. And like
2 doors open this thing.
2 doors. The chair moves like the knight in chess.
The parody movie they did of those is better than the entire franchise of Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, they kept the fishing line people in business. Like, I want more fishing line.
Exactly. I think the biggest mistake that they make these days is releasing things on digital so soon. Like nobody is out on digital now, and that's only been out a couple of weeks now. I was like, you should wait six months before something should come out. It should always just be 6 months, and then you release it.
They want the fast cash. Although I'll give them this, 2 years ago, or let's just say 5 years ago, right after COVID, nobody probably would have never went to the theater. They probably would have just sent it straight to streaming, and a sequel definitely would have went to streaming. At least we're getting that tiny window of we can possibly go watch it in the theater. I wanted to. It was one of the ones Nobody 2 and F1 are 2 movies I regret not going and seeing in the theater because I really wanted to. Yeah. But I'm also self-employed, 3 kids, married, got a life going on, and I can't drop what I'm doing to go run to the theater and drop 20, 30. Who did I take with me? The whole family, the wife. Even by myself, it's $20. I can't always do that. So I gotta wait for streaming. Yeah,
I'm a single
life.
dad, for God's sakes. I like, we always joke about how I used to see it in the movies. Now it's a freaking event if I ever get to go to the movies.
When John's in the retirement home and we're talking about the 2020s, and he's like, "Nope, missed it. I saw that one on streaming. I got a screener." They gave me
I
a
missed
screener
Nobody
to that
too.
one.
I was so pissed off. I was gonna go see it,
but they're so fast, man. Like there is no by the time you start to like, I plan my weeks out, so I start to plan. I'm like, okay, when can I go see this movie? Oh, it's on streaming. I'm like, I guess I was gonna go see Nobody too. I literally started because I was on vacation the week of the Fan Expo or whatever, and then I was like, okay, I'm back to normal. Let me see when I can go. I'm like, I can get it right now. I'm like, I guess I'll just get it right now.
It had the same runtime as the anniversary of TMNT. Like TMNT came out, Nobody 2 came out, and they're both out of the theater at the exact same fucking time.
Wow, that's crazy.
I would have seen Ninja Turtles too. It never got released here, unfortunately.
It got extended here, so it was only supposed to be for like a 3-day weekend. And I think this Thursday is the last day of the extension. Some theaters had already pulled it off of their rotation, and then went, "Wait,
no, we don't have Fathom events here in Canada."
Yeah,
so that's the problem. They do a lot of cool stuff, but we don't get it here.
I got to see Primitive War. I was so excited that I got to see that. I was like, because I thought I was going to be able to see that movie. What the fuck? Why did I get jumped on?
Canada's back on top, baby.
Yeah, Primitive War. I don't even know if it hit my local theater. Like everybody was talking about it.
I didn't think I was gonna be able to see it because, like, I was talking to the director. He's like, you want to do an interview? I'm like, I have no way to watch this movie because he wanted me to see it in the movie theater. Yeah. And then he's like, and then 2 days before it came out, my theater down the street was like, oh yeah, it's playing. I'm like. So I was like, I got all excited. Also, and then I had to switch with somebody at work because I was closing that night. I'm like, fuck. So, but somebody was able to switch with me. So
why are we getting these movies and not Dino Riders, for God's sake? Give me
Primitive
Dino Riders.
Awesome. Like,
stop screwing around with the Jurassic World movies, which are
Jurassic World, 65, Primitive World, everything with dinosaurs except what I actually fucking want.
Primitive War is the movie Jurassic Park wants to be. That's all I gotta say. Okay. I mean, do they not have the budget of a Jurassic World? Yes, but that doesn't make a difference. It's awesome.
It's still dinosaurs eating people. That's all I care about.
Oh, they eat everybody.
Jurassic Park made a lot of money.
T-Rex is like toss a guy back and forth. It's the best.
What was it, J-Man? The last Jurassic Park?
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but it did. From what I understand, it did great.
There's going to be more, man. You can say what you want, but like,
it's a license to print money. Yeah.
Well, this one that put Scarlett Johansson now at the top of the earnings list in Hollywood
or something.
All time.
Yeah, just over me now.
It just over J-Man, but you know we're right there.
Damn. Showed my cleavage more, and
I know.
Gotta put them puppies out, boy. That's what you got to do, and give the people what they want.
Exactly.
Next week, the OF of Action Elite will get started. We'll have that
paper. So next week, for anyone who's asking, we're doing Red Sonja versus Red Sonja. So the Arnie movie versus the new one. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
So that's next week's show. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't watched the Arnie one for a few years. I just watched the new one last week. So I'm looking forward to seeing thoughts on it. So that's next week. And then the week after, we'll do either the flops or Nobody 2. We'll decide which one. Maybe we should do Nobody 2 first, just while it's still sort of relevant.
It's fresh.
Disappears and obscurity.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll do Nobody 2 after that, and then we'll do the flop one after that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because that'll put us at the end of September. So the next one we can make a October pick or something.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. Anybody have anything cool coming up in their streams this week?
Let's see. We just released our episode on Dolls.
I love that movie.
I absolutely adore that movie. It is so much fun. It's a blast. And then this Saturday is our B action episode on Homefront. Jason Statham. It's a modern B action movie, and I stand by that. It's amazing. It's another movie that just disappeared. No one talks about it. Yeah. Frank Grillo, James Franco.
Yeah. I remember I interviewed the director for it when it came out, and he was like super nice, and he was like asking me about the website and everything. So because he directed some other decent stuff too. I can't remember. But anyways, Homefront's one of my probably top 5 Statham movies. So
I put it probably in my top 5 for him. It's a really, really good movie, but it just feels like those early 90s straight to video, like, you know, or even like the Boz's Stone Cold type movies, these standalone, just, I want to rent that tonight. Homefront's right there with it. So it's awesome.
Homefront's awesome because they turn getting gas at the gas station into an action sequence.
It's awesome.
Yes.
You guys have to say? No, I won't watch anything to do with James Gunn. I'm sorry, I fucking can't.
I haven't watched, I saw season 1. I haven't watched season 2 because of the James Gunn. I don't know. Now I'm just getting like, because if I see the same crap now and all, it's like, you know, it's just the same stuff for people. It's the same jokes. Everybody,
it's just the same stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone. It's like Peacemaker, Star-Lord. Like they're all. It's like, you know, and whoever else in Superman. It's like it's all the same kind of jokes, and it's like.
Yeah. I started watching the first episode of Peacemaker when it came out, and it just started dancing over the opening credits. Oh, fuck off. I was just like, nope, not interested.
That's the greatest part of the entire series.
I was going to say that is the best part.
It's in the wigwam, man. It's fucking awesome.
But then they picked a different song for season 2. And I didn't like that.
They did. Yeah, it doesn't. I think they should have stuck with the same song throughout.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, I'm never going to watch it. Like anything in part of like the James Gunn DC, I'm not interested. I'm done now after Superman.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll not waste any more time or energy on it. So, anyway, so next week, Red Sonja versus Red Sonja. Who will win?
Red
yeah, Red Sonja's going to win anyway.
That's right. We win. That's who wins.
Whoever wins, we lose. So, all right, we will do that next week. So remember, if you are watching, you are the Action Lead, and we'll see you next time.